Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Jeremy Wants to Know podcast. I'm your host, as always, Jeremy with the most, as always. I'm finally doing this episode. It took me a while because I've been procrastinating and, being a Scorpio and just going over and over everything and just overthinking everything that it took me a while. Also, I've been having trouble with my mic. Some issues. I don't know. It's my mixer and my mic. I don't know. I'll probably have to get a new mic. It's annoying. Luckily, I have an extra one for, other reasons that I'll see. Other reasons. I put it up my ass. Yes, I do like to put microphones in my rectum. Anyway, so how's the week been? I hope everyone's had a great week. Hope your October has been good. We are nearing the end. We only got a few days left. Monday is the last day of October. Officially, we're in Scorpio season. Happy birthday to all my Scorpios. Yeah, who wants to talk about that shit though? People are like, fuck astrology. Fucking astrology. So it's a Friday. It is a Friday, the 28th. Um, Another Friday episode, basically. Yeah. I don't know. My work schedule is weird, and I don't know. Things happen, so I'm just pumping these episodes out. Of course, I just want to do the bare minimum, one episode a week. Okay. So I don't know. I've just been bouncing around a lot. So I can talk about this past weekend. Let's talk about that. I went to a Halloween party in Dallas. I know the last episode I told you about that. If anyone was listening to that, man, maybe I should just like really because okay, sorry. I'm going back to this issue with the microphone in my so in the mixer I can hear my voice like really good. But I was like listening to an episode, which I don't ever go back and listen to my episodes, which is the problem. So I went to Spotify and listened to the episode and it's really low. So I'm like, shit, I've been not having good episodes. But I mean, the only good thing about that is, no one listens to the fucking podcast anyway, so who really cares? But yeah, so if you hear me getting really closer to the mic, I just want to be able to hear it. Okay, so let's talk about this past weekend. I went to a Halloween party in Dallas, and it was nice. It was great. It was some of my great friends. Halloween party is like an annual Halloween party that they do, and I don't know what it was, but like I got there, I was helping out, and then I got dressed and everything. I mean, I feel like maybe it was because I was meeting new people, and I don't know, maybe I felt some type of way. But no, everyone was really nice though, and really sweet and young, and had vibrant skin. Their skin was like porcelain. Um, but no, like everyone was really nice and sweet. And then I saw my friends that I've been knowing for years, and I don't know, just at some point I was just like, something's off. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. This isn't my scene anymore. I am an Austinite. I'm an Austinite, and that's just what it is. And I just don't fit in with these guys. I'm so bourgeoisie. No, but no, yeah. So I just felt that way, and then I tried to drink. I was like, all right, let me just put something in my system. So I tried drinking whiskey, which, unbeknownst to me, it kind of just made me moody, and a bit sexual. Um, which ultimately made things just worse. And I guess I just had to book. I was like, I can't do this anymore, and I literally like left without saying goodbye. Um, I learned something about whiskey today. It was made in the 15th century. It was invented in the 15th century. So I feel like I don't know. I could have embodied a coal miner or something from the 15th century. Did you know the life expectancy was 35 back in those days? It's amazing. I would be, you know, I'm halfway there to death. So if I was living in the 15th century, um, the description of the 15th century said these were harsh and physical times because most people were doing like hard labor, farmers, coal mining, and such things. So I should stop drinking whiskey. Yeah, but no, I don't know. I felt like I was overwhelmed. Maybe my social battery died really quickly because traveling, because I traveled from Austin to Dallas the same day, and I don't know. Normally, yeah, the travel is, you know, it's a nice. I always enjoy traveling. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm getting tired of it. I don't know. I don't know. I feel as if I need, you know, an emotional support pet. Uh, like an old, slowly decaying animal to identify with. Because that's how I feel. Like honestly, I feel like time is just like, what is time anymore? Um, I hate my bed. I my skin is just falling off. Like I don't understand what my body's doing anymore. Like I mean, not that I ever knew anyway, but now it's just like shit, man. I need to see a dermatologist, but I don't have money for that because you have to pay people to do things for you in this society. So, but yeah, no, I don't know. That's just how I feel, and it's true. It's like that's the human experience. We just the aging and getting old and like things changing and the body changes and the brain and I don't know. I feel like I also disassociate a lot during conversation, and I notice people like some people. That's when I like people to watch me when I'm doing. If I'm not having a conversation and I'm just like being a part of the conversation and just like nodding and like making big eyes, I'm completely out of it. I don't even know where I'm at that point. Like if I'm not talking, and if you're doing all the talking, no, just count me out. You already lost me. I'm in another foreign land. But yeah, so that was the weekend, that the past weekend at the party. But I love everyone and all of my friends and stuff. I don't know. I guess I just had a lot going on in my head that I wasn't aware of. It all came to surface. So, and then came back to Austin on Monday, and was it Monday? Yeah, I came back on Monday. Sorry if that my mouth noise just made a because it hurt my ears too. I woke up to an overwhelming internet, both good and bad things rushing through my face. This is why it's good not to, you know, open your phone in the morning. Which I try not to do. I don't do most often. I usually do like a meditation in the morning, like focus and just touch my body, or just just get in touch. And honestly, I just dread waking up. Just to be honest, like I fucking hate it. The process of waking up is just so fucking annoying. And like I already said, I hate my bed. Everything hurts. And when it doesn't hurt, I'm just like, my brain hurts. Do I sound like a complainer? I try not to complain, but I don't have anyone to talk to. No, I do. But also, I've been writing in my diary again, so that helps a lot. And then also, this podcast is just honestly a real, like a time capsule. So, in the future, which is the very soon future, when I'm not podcasting anymore, I can look back and finally feel comfortable listen to these episodes and go, oh, well, that's where I was. And this is, my story arc and all that good stuff. But, sorry, we're back. We're on Monday. Monday. Yeah, Monday. Don't wake up to the internet, guys. It's bad. And then, Paramore, my favorite band, woke up to videos of them and news of them playing like the top tier song of everyone who's fan of Brand New Eyes album by them that came out in what I think 2010, 2009. No, I think no, was Riot 2009? I think Riot was 2008, and then maybe 9, 10. I don't know. Anyway, Brand New Eyes. So they played that song, All I Wanted, and uh, I felt like the world like was ending because it's like really they actually did it. Oh my god. And I don't know. It was just really good. And then Haley had the great speech about being in the music scene, and it was just a lot. And then Leslie Jordan, the comedian actor, was he also a dancer too? Could have been a dancer. Let's just call him a dancer. He passed, and I just remember him from mostly American Horror Story, and then of course, his TikToks and like people really made him big through the social media aspect, and it's really good. And just kind of sad to see him go, but the way he died though, I think they said he like had a car accident because he had some like heart failure or something, some random act of violence upon his soul or something from the cosmos. I feel like, you know, that's how I'm gonna die. Does anyone else do that? Like something happens to someone else and you kind of internalize it and you put yourself, you kind of personify, I don't know the right term for it, but you kind of just make it into your situation. You make it about you at that point, the person's death. You just make the person's death about you. And that's how I felt about Leslie Jordan passing. I feel like I'm going to be that person one day. But memories are all we are, basically. If you really think about it, mankind, that's all it is just a bunch of memories accumulated and that are passed down until your line dies and your existence never matter anyway. So, and that's why existentialism matters to me. Um, mm, okay, and then Tuesday, let's move on. We're doing day by day. Yeah, I'm feeling frisky. Let's shoot day by day. No, um, I went out here in Austin to Barbarella's. They have this, weekly Tuesdays event. I don't know, it's just people they're going to the fucking bar here. There's all people in Halloween costumes. It was cute. Saw some faces that I know. Um, I feel like everyone is on drugs. Like everyone, if they're under the age of 30, they're just strung out. And I don't know. It's just really bizarre sometimes. It's just like, is anyone attached to anything these days? Or maybe it's just Austin in general. Like, I don't know. I think everyone's kind of aloof and just living in a fairy tale land sometimes. I'm just like, I don't get it. Whatever. But it's nothing personal. Obviously, I know that. um, my brain is such a sponge. I really want to go back to school though, guys, because I feel like I just want to take like a writing class or like just something to get better at just everyday things, like I don't know. I think I really just want to do writing or like research or something along those lines where I'm able to provide for, I don't know, someone. Provide for someone. I don't think that's how that works. But I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about it because I'm now writing my diary again, and I love Googling stuff and researching about just things that are on my mind. Like the other day, I was at work Googling about the brain at, certain age. And I think I talked about this last episode, but how, like, the peak of the brain, like what age does the brain get when you have the most knowledge, and it's like between the ages of like I think they said 30 and 45, but then I read something else that says after 30 your brain shrinks and your cognitive abilities decline. So I'm like, what is the truth? But then it just varied, honestly, Um, of course, with your DNA and you know, life stuff or whatever. But so who fucking knows? It's just if you want the knowledge, if you want to get smart, just keep getting smarter. Just do word puzzles and I don't know, Google. Um, let's see. So on Netflix, let's talk about some shows. Netflix shows. Okay, we're just gonna talk about one show. I recently watched this anime on Netflix called Vampire in the Garden, which I love vampire anything sci-fi vampires like that. Mostly vampires, honestly. Yeah, I love vampires. The mysticism behind vampires and stories, and I think it's always just so like whenever you're watching something about vampires, it's never a miss. Like the stories are really good. Anyway, so Vampire in the Garden on Netflix. It's about like from my eyes, anyways. I'll just tell it from my eyes. So it's two beings from two different worlds with the same feelings about the world. Um, so you have a vampire who's a queen vampire, and then a young girl who's the daughter of a general of a human world, obviously. And, there's a war against vampires and humans, but these two beings don't want to be a part of that world. So these two beings run away together and try to find Eden, a world where humans and vampires coexist. So they get to that point and they get to this so called Eden, but it turns out to be a whole sham and it's all lies. And the vampires are, I guess enslaving the humans or something like that. But I don't know. It got really weird at the end, but turns out I think it was like only 6 episodes. This show, um, it was really good. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was, and I really love short stuff like that, like impactful, just gets to the meaty greedy stuff, and you just yeah, it just hits home for you, and it hit home for me because I feel like I'm trying to constantly escape conformity, and I always want to run away to something better, which ultimately I know there's no such thing as better. There's just the abyss. Um, but I don't know. I feel like too this show embodied kind of like Romeo and Juliet and the just like the world in general. Like it was whoever did this show was really good because they did show parts of humanity and they're really good. They just did a good compare and contrast of reality and stuff in this anime. I'm sorry, I'm not really. But yeah, it was a really good show, so I recommend that. And often I don't know. I just love learning about that stuff. It's so good. I was at a coffee shop earlier today, and I was drinking coffee, obviously, and writing in my diary because I'm just that girl now. And I saw this kid eating a cupcake, and I was just watching him. I mean, he saw me watching him too. Yes, I was watching a child eat a cupcake. We're like staring into each other's eyes. But no, I was watching him eat a cupcake, and he ate this whole. It had frosting on it, guys. It was a chocolate cupcake with a huge icing on it, and he ate this cake within a 5 minute span. And it just brought me back. I used to be that child. Like it's gross. First of all, watching children eat. But it just made me think of man, I used to do that. I'm my mother and people used to watch me eat. Like that's fucking weird. Not weird, but it's what are you thinking about? I know I was thinking ew, but at the same time, I feel like being a parent must be like the most traumatic experience. You know, not to mansplain, being a woman and that experience, but having something shoot out of your body and then give it to the world. Um, yeah, that's fucking traumatic. Like, what? No. Why would you ever want that? Um, I don't know. That's bizarre. It's like women are aliens, also godlike aliens. Women are god aliens. And then, I don't know. It's just really bizarre. I was talking to a coworker about that the other day. We were at work. And yeah, I was just telling her about, how women are literal, like, not even humans. And if they are humans, they're some kind of gods in that way because they create life. Like, what? And then how did the power dynamic shift? Like, what happened? Was it because of the book that was written by humans? I mean, I don't understand what happened, but something changed in society where women were on the bottom and men were on top. So the gods were overpowered. I don't know, it's just bizarre. Then I thought about blind people, how they have the best lives, Blind people. These people can't see. We have a blind school here in Austin. I'm pretty sure there are blind schools everywhere, but like, no, it's only specific to Austin. If all the blind people come to Austin, blind people are only in Austin. No, but um, I just thought about it. Like, blind people must have like the best lives. There's no bias about anything. Like, they don't expect anything. They're blind. They don't have there's a complete oblivion. Like, they can walk through a crowd of angry mob and not think anything about it. Like, especially if you're born blind, there's nothing to expect. You don't have, it's like being a child forever. Like, and I think I told you guys about the blind comedian that I met once. She was great. She was so fucking funny. I think people who are handicapped have the best personalities. If you are an other, you have the best personality and the best sense of humor because you are on the outside. There's nothing really to, compare yourself to, but, your own fucking sadness or whatever. But I'm on the outside. I'm black. No, man, being black. I really don't want to talk about the Kanye stuff anymore because I don't relate to that anymore. Like, I feel like there's attack on artists always. Like, it's ridiculous. They're still throwing food at these paintings too. Those people, what do they call I forgot their names already. It escaped me. But anyway, yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week. And I got this weekend coming up, one last hurrah, one last Halloween party, one last time I get to dress up as my costume. Um mm, and yeah, and that'll be the end of my week. It'll be the first time my roommate is meeting my friend, my only friend in Austin, best friend anyway. Someone I deeply care for and I try to keep. The thing about me, I keep my friendships and I compartmentalize everything. I have friends for every occasion, every personality of me. Um and that's just that. So when those forces meet, I kind of get canceled. I'm like, okay, you guys can be friends now. Now can I go and do something else? Like, I don't know. I'm weird. But no, yeah, it's been a week, been a week. So let's talk about some stuff I've recently ran into on Reddit, some funny shit that I saw today. I got some good stuff. How many people are on Reddit? Does anyone else enjoy Reddit like I do? Um, so apparently there's a black lady screaming on Congress every day here in Austin. Congress. And if you've been on Congress, you know it's a busy street. It's near downtown. Well, there's different ends of it, but this this Reddit post did not specify. So here's the post. Hi, curious if anyone had more information about this. There's a black woman, probably in her 50s, doesn't appear homeless, usually nicely dressed, and clean, who stands on Congress between 6th and 7th and just yells for like a few hours during the week. She on a schedule? Um, Seems like she retires at some point because she's not there in the late afternoons slash evenings. She doesn't use a megaphone or anything. Just nonstop yelling. I walk past her a lot and can't make out if I can't make out what she's yelling about. Has anyone else seen her or am I insane? What is she yelling about? Um and then there are a few and then the comments below that say some I've never seen her. Wait, no. She says I've seen her. Sorry, I'm butchering this, guys. I'm sorry. I can't read. I've seen her. Never know what she's saying though. And then another person says, I'm glad someone else has seen her. Sorry guys, that's the angel of death. Only those who are about to die can see her. Maybe next time I'll go and try and listen to her. Also, never let the crazies notice you paying attention to them. It often ends badly. Which I mean that makes me think of Left for Dead, that game. The witch in the corner, she's like, "Eh," and then she like attacks you or whatever. That was a good game. Let's see another post, another comment on that. I walk past her almost daily. I think I detect a type of African accent, but I believe she's yelling in English. I always think I hear religious terms, so I always assume she was a street preacher type, but very unhinged. Very unhinged. Another post said, go to Republic Square and you'll see no less than 50 other people doing the same thing. I have lost hope for the entire situation. uh, no, I used to see this guy. So there was this dude. I think he was on Congress or Barton, here in Austin, obviously. Um, but he every day after work, like around 3 or 4, he would have a microphone and he would be standing on the corner and he would be on top of like I don't know, this brick, I don't know, it's like a gate or no, what do you call those fucking things? It's like a brick wall or some shit. And it was like on this building that's abandoned and he would have his shirt off doing a whole fucking performance. Like it was insane. And he was a black guy. I think, the people here are fucking creative, honestly. Crazy or not, they're all probably just like musicians who died years ago and jumped in the body of random people. And I don't know, this guy would always put on a show every day. I would see him on my way back home from work. But I haven't seen him anymore. So I don't know, maybe his tour ended or we moved on to the next city. But yeah, no, like I've said before, are the homeless people here are like talented. Like I've never seen a bunch of talented, homeless people ever. It's crazy. It's wild. Like I said, I think they're all just like musicians who never made it and just resorted to living under bridges because, uh nothing ever happens. But let's see what else. I think I have another Reddit post that I want to talk about. So there's this, what is his name? John Carlo. I gotta Google his name really quickly. I'm sorry. John Car John Carlos. John. J- okay, hold on. I have to Google the guy from Star Wars, the black guy. Wait, what was the show that came out? Mandalorian. Was he in Mandalorian? Mandalorian. Lorian cast. Mandalore. Um, yeah, this is I need to go back to school. Mandalorian cast. Where is he? Giancarlo Esposito. Okay, so Giancarlo Esposito. What is he? What is his nationality? Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito is a Danish born American actor and director. Danish. I'm jealous. I wish I was extravagant. He's 64 years old. Wow. Okay, anyways, Giancarlo. So anyways, so this Reddit post has it says found this on Twitter. So it's a picture of like all these, the mood board of Giancarlo Esposito. His face, I in that commercial where he's laughing and then it gets very you know, fucking stoic. So under the, I'll just post a picture here, but it's very funny. It's one of the posts says when you make fun of other races, and then it has blacks, whites, and Latinos. In the blacks, it has when you make fun of other races, he's like smiling, but when you make fun of them, he has a stoic face. Under the whites, when you make fun of other races, stoic face. When you make fun of them, stoic face. This part got me. When you make fun of other races under Latinos, laughing. And when you make fun of them, laughing. Latinos have the best uh, sense of humor because most times they don't know what you're talking about anyway. Um, no, but yeah, that was funny. Yeah, so I think I don't know. I think I should get help. No, yeah. What else? What else do I have? I don't really have much more else to say. I'm just ready for this month to be over. I'm ready for the year to be over so I can burst into atoms and no longer exist. Um, no. Yeah. All right, I'm going to call it. We're at the 30 minute mark. Thanks for listening to this episode, and I will talk at you all next time.